My name is Shadara Kennedy. Prior to my homelessness, I was actually a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 children. And I was married. We were together, my ex-husband and I were together for 16 years. Life looked very normal on the outside. Inside, I was suffering greatly from addiction, so therefore, my loved ones suffered too.
My name is Chelsea. I became homeless when I was 18 years old. Foster care I know that it can be good for a lot of kids if they get into a good home, but I was not placed in a very good home. And it was a really scary time in my life.
He did ask for a divorce, so we got divorced. I actually managed to buy a house, and within about a month of buying that house, the house was actually broken into. And I was raped by a person I did not know.
Like maybe from 1 to 4, I was put through human trafficking. I was left with my grandmother who had me like she would take me to a diner and have me get men coffee, and they would like orally molest me in the bathroom.
I met my ex-boyfriend within 2 months after the rape. He would punch me like in all 4 of my limbs, where it would just, where you get hit so hard and it just cripples you. And that would make me so mad. And I was a little thing, but I would fight back. And, there was domestic violence kind of both ways, because, he would make me so mad, and then I would just grab whatever I could and hit him in the face with beer bottles or lamps.
I have so many issues from being in foster care, being with family members who don't care about me, who physically abused me, sexually abused me. Like my dad, his form of punishment was grabbing me by my throat and almost killing me. One of their own children, they didn't believe me that he was sexually abusing me. And because of that, and he got away with that, everyone else started to abuse me. Like DCS put me in a room with my family, and I'm afraid of them. I'm terrified of them. I'm not telling you anything. And they question the other kids, and we're all terrified of these people. We're never going to tell you the truth about that.
I kept getting arrested time after time again, it seemed like. I began stealing because I didn't have any money. I was then put on home detention, which I violated that 2 more times. Well, the weekend I was supposed to go in jail, I decided I wasn't going to go to jail. That just wasn't necessary for me to do. So I had a warrant out for my arrest. I spent 2 weeks in jail for that warrant. Now, at this point, my house is in foreclosure. I have electricity. I do not have gas, and I do not have water. Finally, what happened was all of the pipes in the house just backed up. I was forced out. You couldn't live. Now it's unhealthy. You can't. It's not even livable. It's the most bizarre thing how it all happened. So now I'm homeless.
I lived in a part of town called Little Mexico, and I stayed in the store of a man. A lot of times women have to use, their looks and sexual favors to for a place to stay at night, and that is considered human trafficking. It doesn't always have to be monetary gain.
Intravenously, I do a shot of meth. So now I'm running in the woods, and I remember thinking, I am so tired of doing this. You know, I'm so tired of running, of being afraid. That's when I ran to the blind school. I ran to the blind school because I figured nobody could see me there. I would be safe at the blind school. So the cops come to the blind school and I get arrested. And
how did they know you were at the blind school?
I tried to break into the blind school to go in there and hide. I went to court, and I was high when I went to court. And that's when I got the magistrate, and the magistrate allowed me to go to he said, I'll let you go to a long-term facility. You come back in 1 week with a bed. Tell me where you're gonna go. I'm gonna give you one more shot.
I actually went to a police station, and the police had somebody from a hotline come out and get me and bring me to the Wheeler Mission. They connected me to services with a youth organization.
I decided that I was going to go to Higher Ground, which is a long-term drug rehab facility. That program saved me.
Oh. Good things happen then.
Now I live downtown Indianapolis at Lucille Rains, which is a sober living facility.
I did get housing. I'm currently going to revoke my subsidy, so I don't have to be on subsidized housing anymore.
What I have found is a common denominator of the women that I have encountered, and I have encountered some amazing women. We are all very strong-willed. We've all been beaten and broken, but we have an amazing strength to be able to stand up and in the face of pain and look at our lives that are completely shattered and find the courage to fix it.
I'm one of the lucky cases, and I still struggle with this every day. I still cry every day. I still try to keep it together every day, and I hope it gets better. If you want to help, then you need to help. But if you don't, then I just feel like, I'm not even going to say you're a bad person, but you are very turned off to what is going on around you, and probably to your own self.
You know, we're coming from the streets, we're raw. We don't know what our next move is, we're scared. And so, just coming at us with open arms, with grace and love.